Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 95 of Scion of the Dark House, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Gothic horror podcast. Because it is Gothic horror, there may be some things that come up to align for some people, such as body horror, blood, gore, violence, talk of abuse and trauma, child endangerment, and other such things. If anything comes up to align for you, please take a break. Your support means a lot to us, but so does your mental health. So the last time we left off, the group had wandered their way over to the Yak Folk tents, where they inquired about what exactly was going on with the hags in the mountain. The hags had been preventing the Yak Folk from properly burying their leader, the Tsarina, for months on end. They had also been harassing the townsfolk with various undead. The group decided they didn't need to rest, and they were going to go up the mountain. Going up the mountain, the hags must have known something, because a storm kicked up. And in the process, an old foe that they never thought they would ever see again appeared. Felicity Munster, the mother of Brennan Munster, appeared and attacked them. Although she said to spare Brennan, it was still a harrowing experience, as two other familiar creatures, Yeth hounds, frightened some of the party members and attempted to kill them, along with, unsure if he was undead or not, Father Matthew Munster. After the harrowing attack, they made the rest of the way up the mountain and found what was left of the Yeti impersonating Father Freeze, who had apparently went up the mountain and never returned, finding his necrotically damaged body laying in the snow. After some preparation, the group made their way into the cave where they found strange mechanical noises along with tons upon tons of skeletons, including two very large ones, which were apparently still alive. They snuck past them and found their way to a strange machine, half pipes and gears, half orrery of some kind, manned by corrupted modrons, surrounded by strange hag fetishes, presumably meant to do something to this machine. And that is where we left off. You are currently standing in this room looking at this beautiful Art Deco golden machine, seemingly siphoning something from the surrounding air and funneling it up into the dark, storming clouds with blue lightning. The parts click and clack and whir and whiz and shoot steam out, whirling wildly around the engine in its dance of the spheres, while these modrons seem to continually attempt to fix or rearrange things inside of it, but they don't seem instantly hostile. However, this machine does seem incredibly important. What would you all like to do?
I forgot. Is there someone guarding it or something?
There are the modrons that are guarding it.
I was muted that whole time.
This looks sort of entirely unrelated to the hags, doesn't it?
I don't know. Those little trinkets look kind of haggish to me. Lark?
Okay.
The bones are very haggish.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Lark's gonna be like, Percy, darling. I know it's a foreign word to you, but those are hag fetishes, not the kind of fetish that you have for Svetlana.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, so are we breaking whatever this is?
We might have to fight
it
those
doesn't
things.
look good. So,
What do we think it's? I mean, maybe a perpetual snow machine of some sort?
I'm up for destroying it, but like, can we inspect it? Take control over it instead?
I mean, if you'd like to inspect it, you can make an investigation check. Where is...
I'll give Rerek the help action on his investigation check.
Sounds good.
In guidance.
All right, so you get advantage and plus 1d4.
I'll pick my teeth quietly. No, actually, I might as well primeval awareness. Why not, right?
Mhm.
16 and a D4.
Yeah, add a
16.
D4 to it.
Yeah, so
I
roll a
roll a
d4 and
D4?
then add that to
And-
16.
18.
18. So looking at this thing, there are things that there are pipes that aren't attached to anything. They should be attached to something. There are gears that seem to spin in place, not attaching to other gears. There's clearly metal bits that are supposed to be bolted to something that have been rent and ripped away. This machine looks like it was ripped directly from another world. Given the Modrons and the fact that the Modrons look like the other Modrons and the area around it looks like the Modrons, you would assume that this is a piece of the plane of Mechonis. Whatever this is a machine ripped directly from Mechonis, along with the inhabitants that were in it at the time.
Maca what?
So Mechonis, as you would most likely know, is studying planes and other things, having to at least take a course in it in
Oh,
your
like
studies.
is this the world where the Modrons?
Yes, it
are
is
from?
the world where the
Okay, I've
Modrons
read
come
about that
from.
before.
Yes, it is ruled by Primus, who is the ultimate authority in order. He represents all order and keeps the universe in order and is the opposite to Limbo, which is the ultimate chaos, ruled by no one.
Oh.
This machine has very clearly been corrupted. Like I said, the cloud in the last episode, the cloud that is above it resembles a lot of the cloud that you found in the pit when you were going through Broken Heart, in the windmill that was the shrine to Mammon. A portal, a one-way portal that only accepts certain things. The one from Mammon seemed to only accept gold and valuable items. Whereas this one, there seems to be black energy that occasionally flows through the cave and up into it, pushed into this sort of portal. It's clearly been repurposed.
Let's just pretend I said all that to my friends.
Yeah, you
But
relay that
there is like
information
an
to the group.
active portal, like keeping
Yeah.
it here.
Exactly, and it's
No, there is a portal attached to it.
yeah, and I suspect it's connected to Mechanus, where all this little robot things came from.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay, let's do that. No, I have a plus style. Well, that's a 13. Wait, hold on. I have another important, but it's a 10. Should I just use that?
Um,
Can I
you
use
get to
it?
add your bonus to it.
My bonus has been added.
It only gets you a 10?
13.
13.
No,
For an Arcana check?
yeah, I rolled a 4,
Oh,
and it's a plus 9. It's 13.
oh
If I
my
use my part,
god.
it's a 10 plus
Wait,
9.
can we not like give him help and stuff again?
Yeah, you can give him help. So advantage, and if you're gonna guidance.
Yeah.
You all right there, Kyle? You're just gone.
Oh, he died.
Rip. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, advantage in a D4.
Yep, advantage in a
Do better.
D4. And we'll say you didn't use your portent, just to be nice.
It's a 16.
All right.
You add the D4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait, what does the advantage do?
it lets you roll again and take the better roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Fucking hell. What is this? Oh, sweet. 21.
21.
Plus, if I put the D4, it's 23. 24.
All right. So, I'm trying to think about how to explain this without just like giving things away. So the blue lightning in the cloud does not, in fact, match the gold of Mechonis. The Modrons are glowing blue. Their lights are glowing blue. And they have this black smoke that seems to be coming out of them. It seems that this is part of their corruption. Whatever this is, it is not connected to Mechonis. This machine is being kept here, but it's not connected to Mechonis anymore. It's connected somewhere else.
Could I check if I know vaguely where it's connected to? Does it
I would
smell
say
like
you probably.
home?
I'm going to say, in a way, yes.
I feel like you mentioned it already.
I think I have,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah. Am I allowed to speculate?
Yes.
Because like the opposite, you said the opposite of Mechanis is limbo, so that's probably what it is.
I mean, it smells a little bit like the Feywild, or at least somewhere close to it.
I will also say it smells very cold. It feels very cold.
Oh.
Oh, whatever. It might be feeding straight up to Gryla's domain.
Well, I suppose that would make sense.
Hmm.
But what are they gathering or producing?
Can I lick some of this black energy floating through the air?
Yes.
Did
You may.
Did we detect magic on this thing, or did we just investigate the hell out of it?
No,
We
just
just
looked at it,
investigate.
just poked around on it.
That might be something I can't do.
Yes, it's something I should do.
So you do lick some of the black stuff that's coming through.
Yeah, I'm just
Tastes
gonna
like
be like,
human misery.
oh my. Oh, that's. I mean, I'm gonna let you do your check. Lark's just over here like a wine tasting.
I don't know why, but now for some reason it's because you mentioned having the mustache. Now I can't help but seeing that like 2004 YouTube meme of the guy with the ice cream and like the you gotta warm it up, get that cream right on the soft palate. Oh, love it.
All right, so we breaking it?
No, I'm still touching it. I'm identifying it. One last time.
Did I ping anything for what you call it?
Primeval awareness.
That's the one.
The two skeletons are definitely undead. The two giant skeletons are undead.
Yeah, obviously. Yep.
You don't really sense any more undead, and there are no aberrations here.
Okay. Works for me.
I can tell you what this black. At this point, Lark's just like grabbing handfuls of it.
You're able to get some of it into your mouth, but it's still very quickly being pulled from your hands. You get only paltry little bits of it into your mouth. It seems to be yanked by this orrery.
Just like dipping his fingers into the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's almost like dipping your hand into a flowing river and trying to scoop up as much water as you can. It's very hard. Most of the water is out of your hand by the time you actually get it up to your mouth.
Do y'all want to know what that is? He doesn't actually say it like that.
I'm sure it's something upsetting that you like.
I mean,
I don't know, like screams of orphans or something.
That sounds about right.
Probably part of it. It's that right there, my stalwart companions, is pure distilled human misery.
Yep. Yeah. See, when is it not?
Sweet. So I'm not gonna identify it anymore. Let's just destroy it.
And you can if you want to.
I mean, I just know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, and where it's. We have theories of where it's going, but tell us how it's doing it, Rerek.
Okay. Do I
You
like it
casting
too?
Identify?
Yes.
All right. So it is a gear of the worlds.
Here.
Mechonis is literally the thing that keeps the planes in order. It is built of the machine that runs the world, that keeps the rules in check, that makes sure that rules aren't broken. It's the existence of limbo that allows rules to bend, and therefore the existence of magic. This is one of the millions of gears. The whole construction is considered one gear.
Yeah.
It just disperses energy from one point to another, encouraging energy to push from one place to another, to encourage realms to stay connected and orbiting in the same easily recognizable patterns. Identify, I believe, allows you to figure out if something has been tampered with magically, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
The hags have definitely tampered with it. They have corrupted the modrons that are attached to it, and they have redirected its energy to pump misery directly into Gryla's domain. And that is what it is. It seems that with the Identify spell, because these things are connected to this gear in a network, if you can manage to get rid of it, it's not permanently corrupted. The corruption can be cleared.
Without destroying the thing?
Without destroying it. It would also most likely send it back to Mechonis. Its corruption is what's keeping it here.
Do I know how to dispel that?
No, it doesn't tell you how to dispel it. It just tells you it's there.
Should I try just using Dispel Magic?
Wait, do you tell us all this, Rerek?
Yeah. Let's just do that every time.
You just see Lark's over here with a notebook open, taking notes. He's like, these hags, crafty. How do they get? You said gear of the world. Gear of the worlds. Interesting.
Yeah. Gear of the world. Normally it works with something else, but it's been repurposed by the hags. And it's connected to Grayla's domain directly.
So we should smash it.
We don't have to. We can probably reverse it. And if we do, it'll just return back to Mechanis.
That sounds a lot harder than just smashing it.
We can try it once and then we can probably smash it. I don't know.
Oh, God, it's so boring.
All right, so Dispel Magic, are we just going to try that?
Yeah,
Anybody else have a better idea? Okay, I'm going to try Dispel Magic on the thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me
All
know.
right, let me pull up Dispel Magic and... Oh, as I flip directly past it. Dispel Magic.
I like to think at this point, Lark's just like sitting in one stream of misery, just like bathing in it.
It does feel quite nice. It reminds you a lot of home and your bitter bloom that you came out of. It's very nice.
Yes. Lark's just gonna be like, we really should get one of these back at the garden for Granther. The flowers. I mean, he just pulls out like a seed and it just probably starts growing without him even needing to druid craft it.
Oh yeah. It does. It grows almost into a fully bloomed bitter bloom flower just in your hand, sucking up all of the horrible misery that it's pulling in.
Okay.
what level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
I'm gonna just do 3rd level.
Roll them dice.
You cast it, and it seems to bounce around in the machine a little bit before finding something. A gear gets stuck. A light goes out, and one of the Modrons tips over. Clang! Lands on the ground before... and the gear starts spinning. The light bloop, comes back on, and the Modron stands back up and goes back about its business.
Oh, what was that?
Well, I guess we smash it then.
I mean, we could also just go find to cast the spell and make them break it.
Probably
kill-
one of the hags.
Yes.
So do we just go back to? Well, we can't just like leave this thing here, like collecting all
The bad juju.
That doesn't
I
seem.
mean, it's been here for presumably years at this point.
Okay.
I wonder if they fed your
Something's-
hometown burning the misery from those people into this in the first place.
Oh.
I don't want to talk anymore. Can we just like are we gonna bust this thing up or are we gonna go kill it?
If y'all back up a bit, I'm gonna. Oh, look at the rainbow lizard.
Fire away, my scaly man friend.
What should I use? Which level should I use?
Am I able to use my channel divinity path to the grave on an object?
No,
To make his
it has to be a
fireball deal more
creature.
damage.
I think it has to be a creature.
All right, we all just want to like
Y'all
all
are
at
ready,
once
I'll
throw something
fireball
at it. Like,
How do we maybe say one does it before we just blow through spell slots and shit?
well, I'm just gonna throw a cantrip. Just shoot an arrow. And Lark can fire like 1,000,000 Eldritch blasts, so
I guess that's okay. Fine, I'm a fire in my laser.
Math was never Percy's strong suit, everyone. I fire 3 at a time, not 1,000,000.
sometimes 6.
Yeah.
Does 21 beat its AC?
Yeah, what are you shooting at?
Let's say. Okay, I don't know, like maybe a three bit, like a geary movie,
I'm gonna shoot the Modrons.
something that looks essential in there that's not a Modron.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot anything that was.
Well, because I just like watched him like just get right back up, so I'm like,
Oh.
Yeah. But is the machine tied to the Modron, or is the Modron tied to the machine?
that's what I'm trying to find out.
So you guys shoot the machine. I'm gonna shoot the Modrons.
Okay, I shoot the machine.
And now I have to pull out 1,000,000 stat blocks.
My balls.
There's a lot of them.
Why do I convince you to let me shoot things?
Oh, and
You
there's
guys are the ones I wanted to like co-opt this machine for myself.
You always want to co-opt the doomsday device for yourself.
It's fine.
Or the magical mirror, or the like youth sucking flower, or
You've got to gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
okay.
Oh my god.
Literally,
Like Lark went from being like an entry level, not even spy for the Queen of Air and Darkness to a Fey regent. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I cannot.
bitch.
You said it twice. You said it twice.
All right,
I
so everybody
rolled.
who's doing damage to the machine is not hard to hit. Please roll damage. As if
Okay.
it failed the saving throw, it does not have a saving throw. It can't save. It's also not hard to hit. It has like a 5 AC.
I just threw a fireball.
Cool, roll damage.
It's 9. Oh, not 9. Yeah, 9.
9 from a fireball?
Bolt.
bolt? Oh, you're only doing a bolt. I thought you were doing a ball.
No,
Okay.
not waste
Did you
that.
remember to roll all 3 of your d10s?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
711. Ain't
Oh, that
that
sucks.
shitty?
Oh,
That is shitty.
I also rolled a 9, but that was just on my bonus damage. Total of 24.
you hit a section of gears and send all these gears flying. One of the gears actually does begin to slow down one of the huge rings in the floor with almost like a planet. The planet's light dims as the ring comes to a halt and begins shaking. You've clearly dealt a lot of damage to this machine, and the other
Percy
Modrons
deals 25 radiant damage with a sacred flame
to
the machine.
okay. You blast another section of gears away. More of these
And
things
Ed's also
stop
gonna hit it. Ed's gonna
with
also sacred flame.
okay with Sacred Flame. Is Brennan doing anything?
No, Brennan's just like he's just watching. Like
He deals 17 radiant damage.
He does not blow as many gears off this machine, but clearly a few of the rings have stopped moving. Lights are beginning to go out as you all are damaging this machine. It's still up and functioning, and the Modrons are beginning to try and fix it. They seem very engrossed in their task of making sure that the machines... All right. There are quite a few. There are 4 small ones that are round and have a singular eye. There are 3 of them that appear to be 2 cubes that rotate. There is 2 of them. No, wait, there are 3 of them that appear to be an upside down pyramid with many arms and eyes in the center of the triangular faces. There are 2 of them that appear to be sort of cubes with helicopter blades. And there is one that seems to be a very large orb with 5 faces on it, or 5 eyes, that seems to walk while spinning. Which ones would you like to aim for?
Which ones were there 3 of? Because I have 3 beams. I might as well shoot 1 each of a certain kind.
I believe that was the ones that look like helicopters.
Okay, so we'll send these 3
No.
beams, 1 each of the helicoptery ones. So the lowest I got, I rolled a 2, which turns into a 14. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
The next lowest was a 25.
That hits.
And the last one was a crit.
All right. So it was my mistake. It was the tri-drones that there were 3 of.
So the non-crit one, I rolled max damage, so that's 15 force damage on that beam.
It does not go down.
And the
It is
other
still up.
one is going to be 7 plus 5 plus 10 is 22 force damage.
Sorry, are you going to shoot at the tri-drones now that I've corrected myself, or are you still going to shoot for the 2 helicopter ones?
We'll do the tri-drones.
All right, so 1 missed.
1 miss.
One
One was 15 force damage, and the other one was 22 force damage.
You blow one of the tri-drones to smithereens. The other one whirls around confused, beeping and booping, and it looks like it is about to fall apart in any second.
It's like
You have
Wally.
killed one of them.
oh, poor little Google.
I mean, they're just going to keep trying to rebuild it if we don't take care of them. I don't know why you're all trying to avoid that.
Smash, I guess. Can I send Jasmine up to like bite one of their faces or something?
All right, which one would you like to aim for? I will say it will be impossible for her to hit the 2 quadrones, which are the helicopter ones.
And the one that Lark missed. Let's do that.
Okay, so one of the tri-drones. Yep.
Yep, and we'll go for that pounce. Let's do it.
All right. As she enters into this device, I need her to make a dexterity saving throw,
Oh,
as there are still quite a few moving parts.
Okay, let me see. Dex saves, she has +7 with avantage. Okay, Dex save was a 10 with even 10, 17.
She definitely dodges the various gears and rotating planetary objects and makes it up to the Tri-Drone.
And that was a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
We are, and I don't if it even needs to strength save, but let me see. Claws damage is 13.
It is still up, so it will need to make a strength save.
Yep.
Does a 13.
Let me look at her thing real quick. Counts. Nope. No, it does not.
All right, so this Tri-Drone goes down.
And
It is on the floor, its arms waving, it's beeping and booping frantically.
she's gonna go ahead and try to bite its little face, I guess. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And I'm assuming it's dead. 15.
15 damage? Oh yeah, it's dead. She cracks into this thing and one of the faces just caves in. Its arms go stiff and then limp. I believe all of the... No, there's still one Tri-Drone standing. But 2 of the 3 Tri-Drones are dead. The other machine, the other Modrons, are starting to take notice. 2 of the round ones turn, and they seem to be holding spears, and they begin to slowly towards you. But the others are still frantically trying to correct the damage to this machine. The 2 beep and boop furiously as they stand at the edge of the machine, pointing the spears at you.
And furiously.
As they furiously beep and boop.
Are we in initiative yet, or can we just keep attacking these
You can
things?
just keep attacking.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody else had to go. I fired off twice.
I'm gonna do some more Sacred Flame. So is Ed.
At the machine?
Does it look like they're like? Is it actually repairing damage we've done yet, or is
They
it...
are attempting to, but it is a slow process.
Okay, so we could probably easily outpace them, is what you're saying.
Most likely, unless they decide to turn on you, which 2 of them did.
But like, if we destroyed the machine, would they like be free of their corruption, or would they still like be mad at us?
And
you don't know. Only one way to find out.
Let's keep going. I'm a firebolt again.
Yeah.
Or Brennan do a Ryan's Binding Ice.
Ooh, you could. It would cover most of the machine, I believe. It's a
Right.
what, 30-foot cone?
30-foot cone, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it would hit... If you backed up a bit, you could hit almost every single one of the Modrons, save for 1 of the Monodrones and the 2 Quadrones. You could hit them all.
Let's do it.
And you'd also damage the machine.
Sweet. Yeah, Constitution saves. Except for the machine, I guess.
All right.
And you know what?
God. First Monodrone failed.
Let's make it a 3rd level.
1 Duodrone succeeded. The Tri-Drone is the last Tri-Drone is dead. The Quadrone is immune, and the 2 Quadrones are immune, and the Pentadrone failed. So roll the damage.
So,
and you also have your Channel Divinity. I know you 2 haven't been using Ed and Brennan's Channel Divinities, but
yeah, let's do that. So maximum cold damage, which would be 32.
Yeah, everything dies. Except for the 1 Monodrone that was standing out conveniently outside of the area, and the 2 Quadrones, everything is dead.
So there's also 3 of them left up?
There's 3 of them left up, and also the machine has completely stopped moving.
Oh, shit.
Because of the binding ice.
So out of the 3 that are still standing, how does a 15 do?
It would definitely hit the Monodrone. It would not hit either of the Quadrones.
Okay, so I got a 15, a 29, and then a nat 20, which turns into a 32. So
all right.
We'll hit each one. So on the baby one that the 15 hits, Hey, that's 15 force damage.
Oh yeah, you
Also,
blast
presumably-
this thing, it explodes. It
Shove
does not
each
have
of
that
them.
many.
Shocking.
The next one up is going to take 8 force damage.
Only 8, it's still up.
And then the last one that got the crit is going to take 23 force damage.
Oh, it dies, it explodes.
Nice.
There is still
Oh, there's-
one quadrone still standing, and it's going to turn.
Mhm.
And I know we're not in initiative, but it's gonna turn, and the bottom seems to open up, and out comes a crossbow, and it's gonna fire 3 times.
Oh man.
Is this what it's like shooting fish in a barrel, Percy?
Oh, it's actually gonna fire 4 times. It's actually gonna fire all 4 of those times at you because you were the last thing that fired at it, and it's very logical. So it's gonna fire at you 4 times. Does an 18 hit?
Unless I cast shield.
Working that
That
shield.
misses. That misses.
Shield.
And that misses. It pew, 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 fires 4 of these crossbow bolts, and it's going to fly closer.
Cute.
I'll just let y'all do whatever you
Yes.
want.
There's
There's
and
no
I will
need for
both do
initiative.
Sacred Flames. So
Yeah.
Dex saves DC 19 and DC 15.
Well, it succeeds against one of them with a natural 20, but it definitely fails with a 3.
Cool.
So one of you, whoever.
We'll say it's mine because I do more damage than him.
All right, roll damage.
That's gonna be 17 radiant damage.
It is still up, but it is beginning to wobble. Sparks are beginning to come out of it. It is very loudly beeping and booping in distress, but it's aiming. Its crossbow is beginning to turn towards you as it's wobbling horrifically in the air.
Oh no.
It is
Do you guys
barely
want to do
holding
anything,
on.
or
Zap it.
Let's just watch it.
Get him,
I got-
Rerek.
Just
Do a
watch
cantrip.
it die.
We have to make it die.
Oh, I'll just swing.
It's not going to
my,
die on its own.
I'll
Why
just
won't you
swing my
die?
staff at it.
It is about 15 feet in the air, so it's kind of hard to
Man.
get it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
You-
have a 5 feet reach. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's fly some.
Fire the laser.
More firebolt, I guess. Because it's a free magic.
All right.
17.
17 hits. And you probably do enough just by itself. Unless you
Also
rolled a
17.
1.
14? What the fuck am I doing with this die?
14. I mean, that's enough. You blast it. You separate the blade from the actual body and
Blade.
both fall to the ground.
that was to hit.
14 a hit, and I rolled the damage first.
Yeah,
for
you
some
rolled,
reason.
you rolled the damage first. I see that. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
either way, it hits.
No,
and
either way,
kills
it's
it.
dead, man. Like
it's dead. It's just dead. You've killed everything, but the machine still seems to be trying to function. Its lights have begun to go out. It seems to be almost like when a building only has its security lights on. It seems to be powering down to only its essential functions.
Can I have Jasmine bite a chunk of it or something? Like try to like.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Her
Her
bite.
attacks are magical, so
Bam, and it's a crit.
all right. How much damage does she do?
So it's what max die. Roll
Yes,
it
plus
and
roll.
add the extras.
Yes.
Okay, so 12 plus 10 plus 11 is 33.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
33.
bites are wicked.
Yeah, she crunches down on a pipe. and half the machine's lights go out. This thing, the engine is you can hear the rattling of gears as it's trying to get through the binding ice because the binding ice hasn't melted yet. Everything is still stuck, but the machine is still up.
Is it still like piping in fresh, hot human misery?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I mean, we're just gonna swing at it until it doesn't, right? That's the plan.
This doesn't seem to be working, gentlemen.
kind of what we're doing.
But I do have an idea to at least divert it for a short while.
No, you cannot eat it.
I'm not going to eat it, but
Or send it home.
well, not me, but at least this way it's not going to be feeding Gryla. And you just see Lark pull out like fistfuls of seeds and start throwing them at the machine.
Oh my god.
And he's just gonna like druid craft while he does this. And he's just gonna try to
these things explode all over the machine. The roots wrap around all of the different parts. Flowers begin to bloom and grow and open, and I'm going to need you to roll a percentile dice.
Ooh. Fortunately, that's also what I roll my damage with. So 27.
Yeah, sadly, that's going to be enough. The roots clog up so much the machine just shuts down. It shuts down. The portal disperses.
Hey, look at that.
Cool.
Well,
Hey, that worked.
After about 5 seconds, you hear a deafening crack of thunder, and the machine just folds in on itself, and all the flowers fall to the ground. The machine is entirely gone.
neat.
Well,
Quick, someone get a corpse.
pretty
I
weird.
look over at Ed and then Brennan. I'm kidding, but
A corpse?
What corpse? Of these things?
flowers need corpses,
Oh
darling.
my god.
They are starting to wilt very quickly, surprisingly quickly.
He was talking about.
It's kind of like an infertilized egg, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
that's
y'all don't get the
next.
cool magic item I made. Anyway.
Well, we definitely pissed somebody off now.
I want
Yep.
to.
Long until someone notices what we've done.
I will say on the other side of the room, kind of past the machine, it would have been hidden by the machine, but past the machine, there is a tunnel that leads further into the mountain.
Well,
Oh,
door number 2, boys.
secret tunnel.
Let's keep
Alright.
going in this hag tunnel.
So as you
Yeah.
continue walking down this tunnel, it's clear that this has been somewhat mined out by something relatively recently. It's not that hard to see. The chips are very fresh. The wall is still kind of a little bit sharp where it's been inexpertly mined out. Oh, and Rerek, what is the third eye ability that you picked for today for no particular reason?
See invisible creatures and objects.
Just wanting to
They
make
already
sure.
have dark vision. What?
Just wanting to make sure. Because as you're walking along, pulling up a spell, you see, and it only goes 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm. Man, should I have picked something else?
No. As you move within 10 feet, suddenly appearing out of the darkness, for you and you alone, Rerek, is a large dog made entirely of shadow with glowing red eyes. It stands up and begins barking incredibly loudly. All of you hear the barking, but you can't see anything. But Rerek, you do see something. So who is first in line?
Probably Arthur.
I'll be right behind Arthur.
All right. So I'm assuming a 14 does not hit you, Arthur.
Correct.
Rerek, you watch as this dog turns and lashes out, snapping at Arthur. You, Arthur, of course, feel something invisible latch onto your cloak and kind of growl and shake it a little bit as if it's attacking you and continue barking incredibly loudly.
Can I react to that or something?
You can make me an Arcana check if you'd like. Now, mind you, none of the rest of you can see this.
That sucked. That was 11.
You don't remember quite what the spell is called, but you know it was made by Mordenkainen. Maybe if you think it about it a little bit harder, it's kind of common to you. You remember
Oh, so this
classes on
thing
the
is a
spells?
spell?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Ah.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, like what the hell? What was that?
oh no. Can I ask Percy to like dispel it and tell him to like direct it this right where?
You can. Also, it tries to make an attack against you again, Arthur, but it once again gets a mouthful of your cloak.
Yeah, I'll just ask Percy, can you direct your dispel magic this way? Where Arthur is getting
Where my leg is currently being assaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Dispel magic.
All right, roll for it.
That is an 18.
Okay, yeah. The dog disappears.
Who did you say it was again?
Mordenkainen. It's a
Mordenkainen.
Mordenkainen. Yeah, it's a Mordenkainen spell. You don't remember the exact name of it or what it does, aside from make a dog. But it's a Mordenkainen spell. You swear it's a Mordenkainen spell. It has Mordenkainen flavor to it.
Yeah, it tasted like that. So there was a spell here, and it was in the shape of a dog, but luckily I was able to see it.
I will say it has also been barking incredibly loudly. It has been echoing down the halls.
Oh,
anything and
That'd be
everything in this
warning.
cave probably knows someone is trying to pass through this.
Good catch, buddy. I think we might still die anyway.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Haley forward, I guess. Oh, you know what? Let me see how long I don't remember how long Pass Without Trace lasts.
I think it lasts an hour.
Yeah, so that's probably up.
I don't think it's been an hour yet.
No, I'll say you have about 20 minutes left of it.
Okay.
Because you all kind of stopped and like hurled stuff at this machine and discussed and talked for quite a while. I'll say you have about 20 minutes left of the spell if you're still concentrating on it.
Yeah, all right, let's go ahead.
Okie.
Forward then, I guess.
All right.
No,
if you all would
nothing
like to make
invisible.
stealth checks, you can.
Yeah.
Since Pass Without a Trace is
baby.
still up.
All of us?
Yes, all of you,
Nothing else,
everybody.
Nothing else that's invisible here?
I
No.
got 40.
40. Good lord.
I got 32 because I nat 20'd it with Pass Without Trace.
32.
This is stealth check?
Yep.
I
Pass
got
Without Trace lets us add 10 to it for free.
Jasmine got
Yes.
31.
20.
Ed gets a 31 and Percy gets a 21.
All right.
And
And
Brennan.
Brennan.
where's his? Okay, so that's just a 1. 15.
15. Okay.
Clunky.
All right. Let me mark a page in a book I'm using. So as you continue, the tunnel doesn't actually last very long before you hit the entrance to a large cavern. In it seems to be the sleeping quarters of 3 people. Their beds are put very far away. They seem to have their own little workstations. In the center of this room is a large cauldron. And running about the place are 3 women, one of which is huge, hunched over, a basket made out of branches on her back, gray skin, long claws dragging the ground. The other 2 are pale blue with white hair, long white hair, flowing robes, iron teeth gripping onto these gray sticks with bells on them, and they are running frantically back and forth, grabbing items. You also notice, because there's a bit of light coming through, there seems to be a hole in the wall that leads, it seems to lead to another tunnel, but it's off the ground a significant amount, almost as if a flying creature would be able to zip on through it.
Ooh. Can I do my telepathy thing?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
They seem to have not noticed you because of your amazing stealth checks.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What is the hole made of? Made out of?
Stone, like the rest of the mountain. It's like this it's been
Okay.
carved into the mountain.
Okay. Can mold earth like do something with stone?
No, it's only loose earth.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get the toff with mold earth. I wish we could.
You'd have to actually cast the spell mold. No, move earth is the spell that allows you to move stone, I think. It's mold earth is the cantrip name.
Yeah, that's what I have. That sucks.
Yeah, and
So-
move earth is like a 6th level spell, and you need an hour to cast it, and it's a mess.
I'll just kind of broadcast, I guess. So, do we have any reason to like interrogate these ladies, or are
I think we can just kill him.
going in guns blazing? Okay.
Can I subtle spell while we're hiding so well? Because it removes
Yeah.
verbal and somatic components.
Yeah, you can.
I want
And
to
it's not
hex
invisibility, so it won't end.
I want to hex the big one.
All right. She
Hmm.
doesn't get a saving throw, does she?
Nope.
She's just
Hey,
hexed.
home.
You
She's
know what?
hexed. She's also gonna have disadvantage on one ability. What ability checks could be relevant in this fight? I don't know. Wisdom. Disadvantage on wisdom if she has to make a wisdom check for some reason. Or no, maybe an intelligence check to see through. No, wisdom. Wisdom.
Dex for like fireball or
Yeah.
It doesn't do
stuff.
it off saving
It
throws.
doesn't do
That's the
saving
bad
throws,
part.
it does ability
never mind.
checks. So
Okay.
it would be
Cool.
So it would actually be good because perception checks would be at disadvantage. So she'd
Yeah.
be less likely to see you all. So it's like even further fucking her over because you have the bonus to stealth, and then she'd have to
Right.
perception check, which uses wisdom, which would be at disadvantage.
We might
So-
actually surprise an enemy for only the second time this entire time. Like
Yeah.
we've only managed it once. Like,
Yeah.
all right, so are we all? Oh, I'm gonna hunter's mark the big one.
Hunter's mark the big one.
Yep.
Cool.
The big one's got a hunter's mark and a hex on her.
Can I
are
make one of them sleep?
we all just planning on attacking? Like,
I want to make one of them sleep.
No, you do not.
I'm
Why?
pretty sure they will definitely be able to resist that.
Because it's HP based.
And
also, don't
they're
Fey and
Fey.
Elvish things have resistance?
Yeah,
Or
you
even
cannot put a
immunity
Fey
to
to
sleep?
sleep.
It's weird because like I don't, and I'm a fairy. Like for some reason they didn't give the fairy race Fey ancestry.
That is so weird.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really. They should have. I'm just going to give that to you. Not that it's ever come up because I've never used sleep against you, but you probably should just have that.
Yeah.
Like I get satyrs don't get it either, and neither do hexbloods, but they're like less.
That is so bizarre.
Satyrs do get in the exchange though. Satyrs get one of the best fucking abilities in the game.
Oh, is that the leap?
They have magic resistance.
Oh yeah, magic resistance. Yuan Ti get magic resistance too.
Yeah. So instead of getting like full sleep immunity, satyrs just resist all fucking magic used on them. And
Oh wow.
hexbloods and don't get it. They get to rip their teeth out and hand them to people.
Yeah, I've been doing that in my campaign.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why have I forgotten the name?
Should we like roll initiative for this surprise round or what?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
what
making an initiative list. I just
How about like blindness?
If you
I
cast
mean-
blindness, deafness,
Is it okay?
Well, here's the I don't
Blindness and deafness is what I have.
you guys be casting spells though? That's the thing. I did it because my spell casting there's no trace of.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if it's okay to just shoot whatever.
Well, once
they don't
one of us
know
does
you're
something,
there.
they will know we are here.
Yeah. I got away
So-
with it because of subtle spell lets me just cast spells but no fucking indication I cast them.
I mean, in my hunter's mark is just verbal, but like that could easily be a teeny whisper, you know, like
And like I can totally just
on my stealth,
deafen or
man. Like I
blind
can whisper
one
pretty
of
good.
them, and they wouldn't even know. I don't know.
Everybody just throw your energy beams at them.
It's a good point though.
Some spells probably would be louder than others,
Mhm.
presumably.
like fireball.
Yeah. A fireball
Fireball
would start
is
the fight.
literally an explosion, so you would hear it. It's not
You can-
quiet.
Probably try to blind them.
Yeah, I can just. Well, it's one at a time though. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Do I have like? Oh
Are
wait,
we-
for 5th level, I can target at least 4. So I can just blind all 3 of them for 5th level slot.
Oh crap.
Pop off, sis.
Oh my god, they rolled so well on initiative. Okay.
For
So are
4th
we
level,
doing
I-
like a true full round of we get to do a full round of just us and then combat
Technically,
starts?
the surprise condition only lasts until their turn starts, which means they
So we
start
have
the
to do
round, they
better
go,
than
oh
them."
shit, and then they, which is, ooh, gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
So-
rolled real well. But yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that everyone hates, which is you do get a full round. Technically, you do get a full round, but
You kind of-
they aren't surprised, which means that you don't really get advantage. It's just they can't act.
Okay.
Because it's technically you get a round, they are surprised.
Mhm.
Their action, bonus action, and movement is spent being surprised, and then they are no longer surprised. So
Okay.
if they are
But-
surprised, you get advantage against them. If they are not surprised, you don't, but they don't act that round. However, I'm going to call bullshit and then do the thing that everybody does, which is
Mhm.
you just get advantage, you get to act, and then we start combat, but we do it in combat order. So initiative, everyone.
Oh wait, I'm still throwing my blindness, deafness at them.
You can do that on your
Yeah, we're
turn.
doing yeah.
Oh god.
24 for Arthur.
Mhm.
11 for Percy and 9
Why?
for Ed.
Oh goodness.
I
And
am-
Brennan,
Brennan, 3.
3. Oh goodness.
He sucks.
3?
Has he
Lark
ever
and
not been
Rerek.
last in this?
I am rolling fire tonight. I rolled a nat 20, which turns into a 22. This is like my 3rd or 4th nat 20 tonight.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. And Rerek?
Also 3.
Also 3. All right. So Lark, you get to go first. And okay.
Okay, so
I'm circling the
so when we spotted them, I guess what I'm so if do I have to use my bonus? Is my hex already on, or do I need to use my bonus action in the surprise round to hex her?
Your hex is already on her.
Okay.
The
Eldritch
moment you all
Blast.
were like, let's do shit, I was like, let's roll initiative. So
Right.
because she's surprised, you do
Eldritch
get advantage.
Blast.
And technically, if this was a true surprise round, you would get advantage because you rolled the highest in initiative.
28, 29, and 20. So 28, 29, 28 on the first round of hex, or the first round of blasts.
And you're aiming at who?
The big one that I hexed.
The Annis hag. Okay. The big gray one with the branch basket.
Do I need to separate the necrotic damage or no?
Let me check.
I do force and necrotic.
No.
Okay. So many dice.
You are going to wreck these women.
10, 16, 22, 25, 40 damage. It's mostly force damage. 12 of it is necrotic.
All right. Oh boy. Oof.
I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points and do it again.
Yeah, she's not looking too well.
We find she just dropped dead.
She might at this point.
For the queen!
Eh.
Okay. Okay. Dirty 20, 26, and then 21.
Yep, those all hit.
Ooh.
You literally might wreck her this round with cantrips.
I spent 2 levels outside of my main class to make my cantrips deal as much damage as other people's 3rd level spells. 2-level investment. Okay. So what do we got here? Sorry. 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 7 is 24, plus 6 is 30, plus 4 is 34, plus 3 is 37, plus 15 is 52.
Yeah, you kill her. You send her corpse flying. The other 2 whip round and they see you, but they do not have time to react before everyone else does their shit. But you have killed one of the hags.
Wait. What just happened?
So
I'm sorry.
What?
I think it's spaced out.
Huh?
What happened? You attacked?
I switched you two. Sorry, it was supposed to be Arthur first, but that's fine. It's a surprise round.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're next.
Okay.
You are now.
Is the big one down
for
now?
someone the big one has died.
Okay, so
You just murdered her.
so when she goes down, can I move that hunter's mark to whichever
Yes, one of the other 2 hags. Yes, you may.
and then
These ones are a little tougher. Maybe they'll actually survive 1 round of combat.
maybe
What, the smaller ones are the tougher ones?
And I thought the bigger one was the tougher one, so that's why I hexed her.
Surprisingly, no.
Okay.
HP wise, no.
Great to know.
They are actually the big one. Actually, no. Yep, the big one is less CR, less HP.
Yeah. Annis hags are a lot lower CR than regular hags.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm still celebrating one rounding a hag by myself.
I mean, we wouldn't know that. She's the big girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
she's
big
real
queen.
big. Real
Lark's
big.
just like, you want to make sure you kill one of them immediately so they don't get coven magic.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, they
That
don't get
is
coven
true.
magic because we killed one of them.
Well, that's convenient because they had shit.
Oh yeah, if 3 hags are surviving in a round together, you don't want to be there.
All right, good job.
I was not expecting that.
And I'm sorry. Steady aim, sharpshooter, dragonwing bow. That trusty
Yep.
old basic combo.
Indeed, you can.
All right. So advantage.
A what?
21, but I said I was going to take steady aim, so that's a 16.
Ooh, that does not hit. It
Who?
sails past her as she stares in horror at these people suddenly coming into her domain.
All right. Well, we'll just give Jasmine a pounce then, because I have to stay where I'm at since I use steady aim.
Right.
Add banana touch.
So Percy, you're up next.
29.
29 hits, and then it's Ed.
Shaboom.
How far away are we from them?
I'd say 30 feet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was in range for my spiritual weapon. So I'll do a spiritual weapon.
After Arthur rolls damage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Yes, for
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Because her pounce, I believe. What did you roll for her pounce? It was 20 something? Yeah, you hit her.
29, yeah. 14, 14 slash, and then I need a strength save.
14 slash. And then a strength save. Ooh, she is not real good at those.
Thank God.
No, she only got a 5.
Oh yeah, that's
so she goes down.
He's down, and the bite is a 15.
I
don't think I'll ever get a chance to do anything with these ladies.
I didn't even hit her.
No.
But you dealt quite a bit of damage because the pounce did damage, and then because you got the pounce off, you got to do the bite. So that was twice. All right.
Thank
so
goodness.
That means Percy, it's your turn with Ed on deck.
Cool.
Who has the higher who has the higher dex? Is it Rerek or Brennan?
Brennan has 13.
Yeah, I have 14.
All right, so yeah, it would be it's gonna be Percy, Ed, Rerek, Brennan.
Yeah.
And then we'll start the round off with the hags since they rolled pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we'll start off with
Lark
and Arthur, and then we'll get to the hags.
Cool.
If they survive.
The late one of them is prone now. Did that happen?
Jasmine knocked her over.
Cool.
You get advantage because of surprise, but if you wanted to get advantage from her being prone, that's fine.
I mean, I'm just gonna do spiritual weapon on there, level 4. So roll with advantage to hit. That's gonna be how much to hit? 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. That hits real easy.
It's gonna deal.
Have we spent this whole time not killing hags only to roll up in there? And just,
we are much higher level
15.
now than the first time we met hags.
I don't know if level 2 Lark could have taken out the pinprick hags.
One of them was an Annis hag. It was an Annis hag, a night hag, and a green hag. You might have been able to take out the green hag by yourselves, but not when they had coven magic and not when they were all together.
Jesus.
So that's going to be 15 force damage onto the one that's down.
All right.
And prone doesn't do anything for saves, does it?
I think it gives them disadvantage on dex saves, doesn't it?
I believe so. Give me 2 seconds because you can look at it on Beyond real quick. It's super easy. A prone creature's only movement is to crawl, stand up, and the condition. Disadvantage on attack. Attacks have advantage in range. Distant is disadvantage. That is all it says.
So there's nothing for
I guess no disadvantage
weird.
on dex. I know it does.
All right, whatever.
Restrained is the one that's disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. Sacred Flame, I'm assuming?
No, I'm gonna use Channel Divinity Path to the Grave.
Okay.
I guess on the healthier one. Just to try to deal a ton of damage. With me and Ed's combo move, because he's up next.
Yep.
And is there a way for him to angle a lightning bolt to hit both of them?
I would say you would have to run round the side to line them up, because as you come in, it was like the 3 of them. They weren't in a line, but they were like in a cluster, all like running around. in order to line them up, since it's only 2 of them, I would say he would have to run around the side. He probably would not, with 30 feet, be able to make, because they're 30 feet away. He wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
make it to a point in which he could get both of them with the single lightning bolt.
All right. Well, then Ed is just gonna cast lightning bolts on the one that I did the thing on.
Cool.
So it's a DC. Oh God, it's DC 15, but I don't know which. It's DC 15
Dex, 'cause it's
dexterity
lightning
saving
bolt.
throw. Yeah.
She got a 10.
Yes. And he's gonna use his channel divinity to do maximum lightning damage.
All right, give me that
Um,
sweet, sweet lightning damage.
Um,
Let's see if you can actually. You won't be able to down this thing.
No.
with a lightning bolt.
Okay, how much does it
Man.
do?
You
so
do
it
get to
does
double it.
8d6, and I double it.
Yes.
So what is
she, Yep.
6 times
So
8?
3 point. Oh wait, no, that was
40.
average. So yeah, 6 times 8 times 2.
96.
You.
It's 96 damage.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You do kill this thing. You just blast a hole. Ed just blasts a hole straight through her chest with lightning, and she just falls over. That is one of the hag. That is 2 of the hags dead in a single round of combat.
And
All
I'm just
right.
in the corner, and I have my staff on my underarm, and I just go.
Yep. So now, unless Ed has something else that he can do, it's going to be Rerek's turn and then
he's
Brennan.
done.
Rerek's turn and then Brennan. So there's only one hag on the ground, lying prone, terrified,
Yeah.
Under a cat.
under a giant cat.
And
Wait, who's next? Me?
It's you.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
hell
you. It's
yeah.
all you.
Thank you.
light it up. Don't kill my cat.
I'm not gonna fireball him. I'm just gonna magic missile.
Do it.
Sounds good.
They,
Let's
they're
do like a
automatic hits. Smart.
yeah. Let's do a third level magic missile. So it's 5.
5. All right.
So that's a 2.
Light her up.
That's a
2.
2. Sorry. 3. 2. What the fuck? 4. And a 3. How many is that? How much is that?
So that's
14.
14 points of damage.
plus
Yeah.
5, right? Because you'll add +1 to each dart.
It's already added plus
Oh,
1.
it's already added?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is a decent chunk of damage. She howls in pain,
She's still
gnashing her
alive. I
teeth
feel so
as
sure.
you pelt her. But yep, she's still up. So now it's Brennan
Okay, and Brennan.
with you on deck. However, she will not be surprised. I will also say, because she is surprised, it cancels out the disadvantage from prone.
Okay, so wait, we're doing.
Yes,
Who's up next after Brennan? It's
you.
Percy. I
It's
am.
you. You are up next, and then it's Lark, and then it would be the hag.
Oh, shit. Well,
But she
then-
will not be surprised. No, wait. Oh,
It
okay,
honestly-
whatever.
It
It doesn't matter. You're probably going to kill her before that anyway.
It really doesn't.
So, yep,
like-
Brennan first, and then you, Arthur, and then Lark, and she'll probably be dead by that point.
Yeah. So he's gonna we're actually gonna have him bless Arthur. Why not?
Oh, you can
Yeah.
bless more than Arthur.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we
You
could.
get 3 people with bless.
Who's up after that?
Lark.
So then Lark, and we'll just go like the next 3.
Oh, you should let me kill her. I've got such a cool way I want to kill her.
Well, I could miss again entirely, like,
That's fair.
because I did that last go round.
I can also make you miss. I'm kidding.
Whoever's after, whoever's after Lark.
That would be Percy.
So Percy, will bless Percy as well.
But she'll get to act before Percy. Just
Yeah, that's fine. So then, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. What I do?
shoot.
Yeah, I shoot stuff. I shoot.
If it scoots, I shoots.
I'm not gonna take the steady aim though, because I don't have advantage-y things. Actually, I would have disadvantage, wouldn't I?
She is still.
Cancel.
Oh wait, no, because it's the start of the new round.
Right.
So she wouldn't.
prone.
Yeah, it would be disadvantage.
So disadvantage. Okay, well then, so actually, let me use Zephyr Strike,
Ah,
which will give me a advantage. It will also cancel my Hunter's Mark on her though.
true.
And so that'll cancel. So it's a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And then ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Lark, I think you're going to kill her.
Yay.
I did a total of 28 with the bless.
Oh,
Oh, no, I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry. 24. 25.
Yep, she's still up.
Yep.
And I'm assuming Jasmine isn't gonna
lady.
go.
Where is she? Oh,
She's
actually
on
right
top of the hag.
Oh, that's the cool thing. Nah, she's dead. Jasmine gets a free attack just for me attacking, and then she gets her whole turn.
Well, we'll see if she survives, because
yeah. So we'll bite, and that is at advantage because within 5 feet.
Right.
So that's a 30.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, and then
Well, I mean, there's a possibility that she wouldn't kill her.
17.
17
Piercing?
damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just rip her head off.
Okay, I'm
She's
sorry.
dead. She died. None of them got to act. You just came in and just wrecked their shit.
Jesus.
It's called a massacre.
It is.
They are completely dead. All of them are dead.
Wow.
Well, that was
Amazing.
anticlimactic. You want to see if they have any cool shit?
I can't believe we put that off for so long.
Right?
We're overpowered. Oh my god.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
they're
you were
hags. They
overpowered and you
have to
did
have
have
cool
2
shit.
NPCs too, so it's you had
Right.
extra shit from 2 NPCs.
That's
That's
fair.
true.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start looting the room.
All right. So a lot of this stuff is just random tat, like leather, feathers, bones, things that aren't magical but could be made magical. Some paper, some ink. You do find these things look very magical. It's unclear about whether they are. You'd have to cast Detect Magic or Identify. Of course, you have the cauldron, which looks magical. It is not sitting on a fire of any kind. It is just sitting inside of a stone circle. But it does actually have soup in it, and the soup is hot and boiling.
Oh, never mind.
So,
Ooh.
you also find a beautiful silver whistle.
And I tried the soup.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice beef stew.
Hell yeah.
Is it beef though, or is it?
I'm not
It's
asking
beef. It's
You know what
beef.
else is beef? Yak people.
Yeah.
You want to get in on this?
Is it yak beef or is it like cow beef?
You don't know.
Lark's got a bowl of it. He's like, I haven't eaten hag cooking since I've been stuck on this plane of existence.
You do also find a gorgeous silver whistle and a very, very shiny. It looks like platinum, but it probably isn't. It's just probably very shiny silver needle about this long.
That seems like a you thing.
You
Wow.
want to identify those?
Also, you find 150 gold worth of various jewels. Oh, there is more. You also find a horse made of sapphire.
A whole.
It's only about this big. It's a
I
little
thought
figurine.
it was like
There's
a,
like a horse standing in here
I
somewhere.
got so excited. I've wanted a horse for so long.
The horse just looks over and Everyone's dead.
Only it's the horse from like Family Guy where he's like, I'm a horse breeder now, and it just stares at you blankly, unblinking with its tongue out. Sorry.
But yeah, you find a little horse
Sapphire.
statuette made out of sapphire.
Cute.
I'm identifying the needle.
Uh-huh.
Do it.
What is
All
it?
right. So it is a needle of mending. You simply say the command word and it will cast mending on clothes and clothes only.
Oh.
That's all it does.
Well,
I
that's
already have the mending.
You do not need to
Anyone
concentrate
wants
on
a
it, nor do
mending-
you.
Mending needle.
Yep.
Oh,
Who wants
Anything
to keep
else?
this?
I
Ooh, Rerek, keep.
I
There
don't
you
have
go.
magic.
What?
Give it to the non-magic one.
Okay, here
He
you
has
go.
some magic, but Rerek, do the cauldron next.
Do-
Tell me if it's magic.
There's
Oh,
also a whistle.
Do tell
Uh-huh.
us magic
And the
before
sapphire
I
horse.
do.
This
Do I touch everything? Can I just touch all of them at the same time? Bring it in.
I
Then
think
I'll
you would
touch
have
all
to
of them.
individually cast it, but I will say we
You can just
blow
burn
through
some
all of the
spell
items.
slots and do them all in rapid fire succession.
You could, and then we could take a nap.
Yeah, I only have two
You can
slots for
ritual
identify
cast.
left.
We need a
Yeah,
little
you
rest
can ritual
anyways.
cast.
I guess.
You can upcast identify too. You don't need to use your first level slots on it.
Okay.
What does
Yeah.
cast and identify do?
I don't
Is
think
that
anything.
number five?
I don't
It
think
just
it does
makes
anything.
me know what it is, and if it has a spell on it or a magic, I just know what it is. Basically.
Yeah, I do not see an upcast on this. I was like, how would that work?
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
think you can just use the slot.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
always
yeah.
upcast a spell.
You can
I just-
you can always upcast spells. It's just
Sorry. I'm retarded. I was like, how would you upcast?
Yeah,
I-
it just
yeah,
it
you
won't have
just
any
do.
extra benefit like other
Yeah,
spells do.
yeah.
Okay.
You're just
So the cauldron, I will say, is a cauldron of plenty. This cauldron is made with a thick copper that is turned green with age. Well, it didn't. It still looks pretty fresh and new. It has it is 4 feet wide, has a mouth 3.5 feet in diameter. It weighs 50 pounds. It can hold up to 30 gallons of liquid. If water is poured into the cauldron and stirred for 1 minute, it transforms into a hearty hot stew, which can provide one nourishing meal for up to 4 people per gallon. The stew remains hot while in the cauldron, then cools naturally after it's removed. The outside of the cauldron remains safe to touch despite the heat of the stew. The cauldron can create stew 3 times. It then ceases to function until the next dawn, where it regains all of its uses.
Oh, we can open a restaurant.
this.
And serve exactly 3 meals
4
a day.
people at a time, yes.
Well, only if you
That's-
put 1 gallon in there. It holds 30 gallons and it serves 3 people a gallon.
What the fuck?
We
Well,
could open a stew
Anyone
shop.
want to lug a 50-pound cauldron down the mountain?
When all these quests are over, let's settle down and open a...
Oh, yeah, it won't fit in the sack, will it?
No, it
Mm-mm.
definitely won't
It
fit
is
in the
too
sack.
wide and too heavy.
So
Oh, come on. It's hag magic.
What if you
We have to
reduce
take
it
with
and then
us.
put it in the sack?
It would then expand in the sack and you would be unable to get it out. It would also be 50 pounds in the sack.
We reduced it again and then brought it back out the hole.
Can Jasmine carry it? We could just tie it to her back.
Well, I know where it is now. We can
It's
just
like 40
teleport here.
pounds.
She's only like 80 pounds. That's half her body weight. Like,
well,
4 feet across.
do we need to go back down the mountain?
I mean, we can just live here if there's stew.
I mean, I can teleport us back to Darkmoor. is
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. I can also do a teleport. So, like,
oh,
we can just
it
teleport back
with
here if we
us.
want it.
So if we really want the thing, I think as long as we're like holding the cauldron, it'll come with us.
Yeah, it would. So the whistle is actually not very magical. Its magic has faded significantly. You can cast Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound once, and then it turns into a non-magical whistle worth 10 copper pieces.
Oh, that's where the dog came from.
cool.
Presumably it had more than one use in it, and the hags used it.
Hmm.
But it is on its last use, and once it's used, it becomes non-magical.
Got it.
While he does that, can I look around and see if there's any like books or any scrolls or any writing they left behind?
Sure. You also have the horse. It is a wondrous figurine that transforms into a horse when used.
Like infinitely?
Once a day.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, that's still pretty good.
for
Don't
how
give it to
long?
Arthur, he'll sell it. He sold our last wondrous figurine.
Oh yeah, the one that summoned a flame skull because it wasn't useful to have a flame skull that could cast fireball.
Wait, I didn't know about that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I told you. You sold the skull. You sold who was it?
The guy who ran the shop.
Yeah, his skull was a wondrous figurine that turned into a flame skull.
That would have been so
Wasn't it a
you
cool.
sold
one-time
it.
use thing?
No, it was
Oh,
not.
I thought it was a one-time use thing.
It was not.
No,
Rip.
that,
And you
what's his
sold it.
face? From the actual D&D books, the Dark Elf Prince or whatever. I forget his name. Dritzt or whatever. His panther that is his companion is just a wondrous figurine of a panther.
Fun.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so you only get one charge a day and it lasts for like 8 hours. But
Well,
you can turn it into a horse.
Holy shit, that's so good. No one wants to keep the horse.
Could you imagine if we had a flame skull that followed us around for 8 hours a day?
I think the
Oh,
flame skull
man.
was only 1 hour, but okay, whatever. Both of those were homebrewed, so doesn't really matter.
Oh,
So yeah, you get a horse for 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, hope maybe it's a magic horse.
Only one way to find out.
Horses
what
can-
does horse do?
So I feel like
I
we
mean,
find that out later.
there's not really a reason for us to go back down. Like, we're not expecting a reward of any kind, so like,
We're already
Well, before we
looted.
go, I do want to like try to find any indication of what their fucking plan was overall.
I mean,
We
Yeah.
kind of just like turned them into a find paste before.
I mean,
We
I
got
think
the-
their plan was pumping misery to Gryla, isn't it? It's pretty cut and dry, isn't it?
I
That was
know, but like,
basically
why
the plan.
this? Why that?
I mean, I don't know. You guys want to see if we can kick Riles' ass a little bit? I mean, are we ready for that yet?
I think we were good. I think I'm content with knowing we can kick a hag coven's ass for now, and maybe we can work our way up to like one of the most powerful Archfey.
Well,
You
Yeah.
have
We
already
already
killed
killed-
an archfey.
Didn't we kill one already?
Yeah,
We
but
killed
he
one
sucked.
Archfey. An Archfey that sucked. An Archfey that hadn't left
She
his bed
sucked.
in centuries.
Samantha
redhead.
sucked.
no. So we
We've
killed.
killed 2 Archfey.
Who was
Oh,
the
yeah?
other one?
The Moon King.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the Moon King. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have killed 2 archfey.
But he sucked.
Yeah.
We're archfey
He was
killers.
crazy. Both of them
Yeah.
were crazy.
Samantha, we had a lot of help with. We had a guest and 3 NPCs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
One of the NPCs is the one that did the final blow. Love you, Panic. Love you, sis.
Yeah.
This is
Not Panic.
really
It was
like
a prank.
It was Prank that got the final shot off on her, yeah.
Mhm.
Panic didn't really do much that fight.
No,
Not that she
no.
really does much at all,
No.
just streams.
honestly.
Oh, that reminds me.
So-
I need to go kill those rabbits still.
God damn it.
Oh, in Clover Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my sweet little rabbit boy who was meant to die.
I mean, Lark had to like fucking whatever. He had to Jaeger his unfortunate sister around for a day, and she got beat up by some rabbits. So he has to go return
Oh
the favor
yeah.
by slaughtering them all.
Can we just go home?
Okay, so we're not going back down, right? We're all good to go. We have everything we need. Someone hold on to the pot.
Oh, wait. Let me, Arthur. Could you help me for a second?
Depends.
Get their heads off for me. I'm
Oh,
going to give
God.
them to the queen.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, darling.
What do you want? Attack rolls, survival check, strength check.
I think survival check.
I'll give him
Either
the help
survival
action.
or medicine.
I will probably go with Survival.
Probably go with survival.
You know what? Actually, it's funny because they're identical. I didn't take
Oh,
proficiency.
okay. So it doesn't matter.
You know, Arthur, we really should just start calling you a headhunter at this point. You're rather proficient at it. I'm giving the help action by being a hype guy while he beheads these corpses for me.
Perfect.
While they do that, I'm gonna send 2 sending spells. One to the Yak Shaman and tell them, we've killed the hags. You're welcome to return home.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
like
That is
exterminators.
good to know.
You're cleared
Our
of
Sarina
pests.
can be buried.
And I'll also tell the bartender that we talked to, pretty much like, the hags are dead. Your town can return to regular functions.
Amazing.
Weirdly, there is no response. There is a response for a moment, almost as if like the spell was trying to pick up on something and just went, it was a response. You do hear kind of a muffled crying, and then the spell ends.
Muffled, like happy tears?
Yes, I
Like,
will say you will
okay.
very easily, working in a hospital and having both diagnoses of, yes, your mom is going to die, and no, your grandma's not going to die, she's going to make it, you'll have a few more years with her.
Okay.
You know the difference between happy crying and sad crying, and this is very, very happy crying.
Oh,
Oh my God.
we should go check and make sure the portal to Gryla's domain is like not here anymore.
It did vanish.
Okay.
You saw it vanish. It's gone.
All right. Well, everyone hold hands. Somebody hold the pot. And we're
Goodbye,
out of here.
Oh,
You just see Lark's just tossing the heads in the pot. It's like, we'll make the soup
God.
again later.
Oh.
And I will cast Word of Recall.
yeah.
All right.
You could have warned me before.
Yep, and you fly back and you appear in the middle of the hospital lobby, a loud clang as the pot lands on the floor. You see one of the night nurses whip down a newspaper and stare up and just kind of,
We have really
Hi, sorry. This is sort of like my safe haven I established. It's a long story. We'll be going.
okay. Okay. And she kind of looks around. It is nighttime at this point.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like 11 o'clock at night.
as we carry a pot of human heads out of the hospital.
Not human.
Still full of soup.
Okay.
It's just
floating in
heads
soup.
floating in boiling beef stew.
Heads.
I didn't realize it still has the soup in it.
It still had the soup in it.
Yes. You could have warned me before you threw them in there and ruined the sauce.
Maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah,
throw
I
them in
think
there.
maybe we should wash it before we make soup out of it again.
As you're walking along, having that sort of merry conversation at about 11 at night, you know, there's still a bit of liveliness as you walk down Main Street. Some of the lights of the shops are still on. People are beginning to leave the Candlelight Theater. Arthur, you feel time begin to slow a little. Your pocket glows where you have the sapphire horse.
Oh, okay.
Getting a book that has something in it. You kind of hear a sort of distant whinny of a horse. And from your pocket, you hear a gentle voice. I see thou art good of heart. You may not believe it, but I see it.
What? Who?
The voice does seem to be coming from your pocket.
Hello?
You do see the horse figurine, as you stare at it, it almost seems to gain dimension, life, fur. It has beautiful dappling on it. It's a beautiful sapphire blue horse with iridescent fur, a beautiful midnight blue mane and tail. As you stare at it, it seems to be real, almost. My name is Talina. You've rescued me from the hags.
Where? We kind of all. What are you?
I was kidnapped by the hags. I am a fairy. My name is Talina, and I can make a deal with you. If you agree to do good, I will be your valiant steed. Do you agree?
Can you define good?
To fight for justice.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess. We're gonna save the world and stuff. Is that cool?
Wonderful.
All right. Did you guys catch that?
The horse figurine vanishes, and from your pocket, the glow slowly fading as you hear, "Call my name, and I'll come." And it vanishes. So, flipping to the stat block,
What the poop?
you may summon, where is it? You may summon a Valinar steed at will until it drops to 0 hit points, and then you'll have to wait till the next dawn to resummon it.
A Valinar steed.
Valenar. Additionally, I want you to roll a d8 for me, please.
Okay, hang on.
I have been waiting to do this for a long time.
Create it. Okay, there's that. You said a D8?
Yep, a d8.
Okay. 4.
Ooh. You would know that this particular horse, this particular Valinar steed, knows when a creature within 15 feet of it has told a lie.
Oh.
That's its special trait. It gets a special trait. That's what you were rolling for. So the Valinar steed from the Eberron Rising from the Last War book. I can send a picture after the session if you'd like, but also know that within 15 feet, if a creature tells a lie within 15 feet, it can tell.
I see it. It is gorgeous.
Yep.
That actually is really pretty. That's freaking cool. So you just summon the thing? Just call it?
Yeah,
Is it like...
we're kind of treating it like a slightly non-magical find steed, except that's what appears instead of a horse. So you can summon and dismiss Talina at will until she drops to 0 hit points, and then you have to wait until the next morning to resummon her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot of hit points, so just be aware of that.
What is her name? Talina?
Talina.
Talina?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
So you may summon Talina at will, unless she drops to 0 hit points, and then you'll have to wait till the next dawn to summon her again. And she can discern lies told by creatures within 15 feet of her.
Okay, I like it.
Don't tell Percy.
Like, Percy is the one who lies the most in this group.
I've never told anyone a lie.
True.
Lark is the most truthful one out of you fuckers.
Surprisingly. Terrifyingly.
I'm not necessarily truthful, but more like blunt. I don't know if that's so.
I will also say at some point, Brennan and Ed peeled off from the group to go back to the cathedral, their work being done. Brennan probably needing lots and lots of therapy. Ed angry that Brennan needs lots of therapy after watching his mom die. So yeah.
Did blast her off the cliff.
Yes.
Trying to kill us.
And you all make it home to the Kritzwald house, which at 12 o'clock at night is pretty dark. There's no one up. Everyone has gone to sleep.
Who wants
As
soup?
you all...
Oh, I need to go drop... You just see Lark pull 3 hag heads out of the soup thing.
Oh yeah,
Out of
that it's
hair,
like
and he's
it's
like-
still mostly full of soup.
I'm
at
gonna
this
wash
point.
it first. I'll go
I just
wash
need
the
to borrow
cauldron.
your back garden for a minute.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast.
Midnight snack.
Yes, do take that outside.
I'm gonna go outside and just drop the heads in the garden and throw some seeds on them and be like, hello, hello, can anyone hear me? Hello.
Oh my god.
In Sylvan.
Yes, of course. One of the bitter
Good.
blooms seems to turn towards you. Hello, Lark. It's been a long time since you've messaged me.
Oh, my lady, apologies. We've been just so busy. I brought you a gift though.
Oh,
A small
pray tell.
supplication. The heads of Gryla's coven that were causing such annoyances on the mortal plane. They managed to get a piece of Mechanus's domain and were... Do you know that they were funneling her pure human misery?
That explains quite a bit about, well, all the things that she's been doing. It sounds like you have ended this misdeed.
Oh, yes,
Good.
have the heads, please. I got them for you, after all.
Yes, I will make good use of these against Gryla. And the flower seems to expand, and vines come out of the center of it, almost like tongues that wrap around these heads and pull them in before the flower turns and wilts. And it's gone. As you all are sitting down at the dinner table, eating, presumably after you've poured a few gallons into a now freshly clean pot, making a stew of some kind. It just simply says hearty stew, so I will let you choose what type of stew you make. Whoever is the one who puts the water in the pot.
Making,
Mark 100% was like, just set me aside a bowl of the old stuff.
All right, before I dump it, I'll pour him one last bowl of that, and then I'm just gonna make a lamb stew.
Oh, lovely.
Nothing
A nice, lovely lamb stew.
How kind.
As you begin to ladle it into the bowls and you all sit down and begin to eat, you begin to have a nice meal. You don't have a long rest, but you do have a short rest, we'll say. But as you are sitting there at 1 a.m, eating stew at the dining room table, presumably mostly in the dark, maybe a candle or 2 lit, something seems off. The temperature's dropping. This isn't normal. You then hear down the street thuds of heavy footsteps. A large creature is moving down the street. You see lights come on as people come out onto the streets and they scream. There are tons of screams. People begin running. You watch as ice begins to form across the windows, blocking your view of the street, but you can still hear the screams.
Well, I guess I go outside.
Do that.
Getting Dementors?
As you go outside and you all stand in the front yard, walking down the street, surprisingly, is a huge woolly mammoth. Its eyes aglow with blue flames, its body rotting. You can smell it. The temperature has dropped. It's starting to snow, and astride it is a very familiar skeletal figure holding a spear. It's Kull the Shaman.
Oh,
His skeletal face turns towards you. At last I found you. Prepare to die. And the mammoth raises its trunk, and with a loud trumpet, a wind comes out, filled with ice and snow. And that's where we're going to end this week's session. So come back next week to figure out how they're going to defeat Kull the Shaman, or if they will, and what happens next. So I will see you all next week.